All right, so the style is working fine. Now we require to add the images and the style. So for now, let's add the images. Here we are inside our interior project, and let's look for the main image. So here we have the header, then we have the image here. Okay, it jumps into images portfolio and then this image. Okay, but if we come here inside the images, we have for portfolio and we require to show this image. Okay, interior1.png. So I'm gonna click on rename, copy the name of it, come back here. We are inside interior-project-1. Okay, and this is our main image. I'm gonna just replace the name to load this image. Refresh it, and here's the image. Because we don't have any style for it, it doesn't look so well, right? It's so big and we require to work on it. So let's come to ChatGPT and let's work on the first part, on the style of the intro. Okay, so I'm gonna come here and write down. All right, I wrote down that, okay, let's work on the style of the intersection. The theme must be dark and use the colors you mentioned before. The title of this project is this, and I want you to write a paragraph of description, then write the CSS code for to style this section. So, all right, so it will write this section with the new content that I provided. I'm not just going to copy and paste all of it because the image will be changed. So I'm just going to copy and paste the title and the description of it. Let's come here and we should replace this information. Let's come here and let's look at the CSS file. So let's copy it. Come here. Before we copy it, because all of the styles that we are working is in one file, come here and check if we have this name before. Okay, all right, so we don't have it and it's safe to use it. So let's come here, paste it, and it was complete, right? Yeah, it was complete. So let's come here and refresh it. All right, it looks nice, right? So we have our product image, our project main image, then the title of it on the right side, and then a short description of it. Under it, now we need to work on the image gallery, okay? So let's come to our ChatGPT page and let's explain the next task. All right, I mentioned that what you did till now, it looks fine, right? Let's create the style for the next section. We will have a row, which inside it we will have 4 small images of this project. Use dark theme with the colors that you have used till now. Write the CSS code for it, okay? So it wrote down the HTML code as well because we added 4 images, okay? So let's copy that part, come here. Where is it? Okay, so this is the first section. This is the image gallery section. Let's replace it here. And then we will have the CSS code for it. It's complete. Copy the code and come down here. Save it. And let's come here and refresh it. Okay, right, so we have 4 images. The place of it is ready, but we need to add the images. So remember that this is the title of our project. I'm going to come into Midjourney and let's create 4 interior images of this project for different sections of this office. So I'm going to write down interior of the title of our project, and then I'm going to add main office. Okay, remember to add the style, modern and minimal. And then we will have the aspect ratio, --AR 16:9. Okay, I'm gonna copy all of, okay, I'm gonna copy all of it, okay, and paste it again and make some changes. Now this was for the main office, okay. Now let's do, for example, conference hall, okay. Next, let's do reception, okay. And next, let's do cubicles, okay. Let's wait for all the images to get ready. Okay, so the first one, which is the main office, is ready. And I think maybe we can use this one, okay, number 2. So let's upscale it. And this one is for the conference hall. Okay, it's not quite what I wanted. So I'm gonna do this all over again. /imagine. I'm just gonna mention that interior of office conference hall. Okay. Let's wait for this one to get ready and let's save this one. Main office. Save it. And all right, so here we require to put the images, and let's come to our page, to our HTML code, and it should be inside portfolio, gallery image 1 dot should be PNG, okay, PNG, and let's bring the image inside this file. The other images are getting ready, portfolio, and okay, image gallery 1. Okay, it was much better if we had a folder here, for example, project 1, okay, and then inside it we have this, for example, main office image, okay. So let's write the name of it, image gallery 1, okay, but we need to add project 1 inside the address as well. So project 1 /, okay. I'm going to replace this part for the rest of them, and then we'll make the essential changes. So it will be all in project 1, then it will be image 2, image 3, and image 4. Let's save it, come here and refresh. So we have the first image, okay, it's ready. Let's come to the rest of the images. This is for reception area, okay. Maybe, I'm not sure, maybe this one works well with the style that we have, okay. So let's select the first one, upscale it. This one is for cubicles, okay. And I think maybe this one works well with our style, number 2. And finally, we will have the conference hall. Okay, it's not really good, so let's do it again as well. Imagine, let's instead of conference hall, write down conference room with long table. Let's wait for it to get ready and let's save this. Save this image. And for the name, we require to use, for example, gallery-image 2 or 3 and so on. So this one will be image 3. At the top of it, we have this part will be image 2. And the last one, which is under production, will be image 4. All right, the images are ready. Let's select one of them. I think with the style that we have, either this one or this one works well. Okay, let's select number 3, upscale it, and this will be our 4th image of our gallery. Let's save it. Okay, come here and bring all the images. And if we come to our page and refresh it, we will have all the images. Okay, all right, so here is the gallery. Now, the thing is that we want that it work like this, that when we click on it, okay, we see a pop-up appear here with the big size of the image, okay? So we can, for example, close it or go to the next gallery, next image or previous image, okay? So let's do that for now. Let's come here to our ChatGPT page and explain what we want. All right, so I explained that the style of and the structure of this image gallery is fine right now. Now I want you to use JavaScript. So when we click on each of the gallery images, a pop-up opens and shows the image in big size. When the pop-up is visible, make everything else darker, okay? And a close button to close the image gallery, right? And a next and previous button as well to load the next image or the previous image on the gallery. Here is the HTML code that I have right now on this page. So let's come here and copy everything that we have because we made some changes in the HTML code and we need to inform ChatGPT of these changes. And now at the end, I'm going to write down, now write all the required codes to complete this task. Okay, so I think it should write the codes for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So let's wait for it to complete this part. Okay. All right, so it explained that let's create a lightbox gallery. Okay, and we need to add this section to the bottom of our HTML files. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. Okay, and come here inside the HTML, but I'm gonna add it at the bottom. Okay, I'm not sure, but it explained, it told me to add it at the bottom of the HTML file, but it should be inside the body part, okay, before the body or HTML ends. So I added it. Let's save it, and let's scroll down. Here is the CSS code for it, okay, and then we will have JavaScript. So let's copy the CSS code, come to CSS for next part, and save it. And then here it mentioned finally add this JavaScript to your page to control the lightbox behavior. Okay, so you can ask ChatGPT where I should add this code. Okay, but since I know it, I'm gonna copy it. We should add it again at the bottom of this page. Okay, at the bottom of the HTML code inside the body. So I'm gonna save it. Let's scroll down. And we need to come here. It mentioned that we need to add onClick, etc. attribute to each of the images. So this is the image gallery. If we scroll, we will have onClick current slide 1. Okay, so we need to add something like this to each of the images. Let's see if we have it right now. Let's scroll up. Okay, so here is the image gallery and we don't have it. So let's add it. We have, okay, this is for first image. I'm just gonna add it and change the numbers. Okay, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you can again ask ChatGPT to make these changes itself. So I think more or less it should work. Let's refresh. Let's click on it. Okay, it's not working. So there should be an error. Let's come here, click on inspect. And when you want to see if there is an error, if you open inspect, if you come to console, okay, you will see it. Did we refresh? Yeah, we refresh, but it's not working. All right. So when this happens and you don't see any error inside the console as well, okay, the best way is to just select everything that we have, okay, copy everything that we have inside our HTML file, and come here to ChatGPT, explain that, all right, I did what you asked, and here is the file that I have, but it's not working. It's not opening the pop-up, and it's also not showing any error. All right, I mentioned that I added everything you mentioned, but when I click on each image gallery, it's not doing anything. Also, there is no error inside console. All right, so after that, I mentioned here is the complete HTML code I have for this page. Please review it, find the issue, fix it, and then please rewrite the whole correct HTML code, okay? So this way, all we need to do is to just copy and paste the final result that ChatGPT write for us, okay? So it looked at it, it found the problem, okay? The issue is with this function, it's supposed to show the model, and currently it's not doing that. So it is rewriting the whole code, but it fixed it as well. Okay, so let's wait for this part to get complete. All right, the whole code is ready now. Okay, all we need to do is to scroll up, copy the code, come here, select everything, remove it, paste the new code, and save it. Let's come to our page, and now it should work. So when we click on it, we have the next arrow here, we have the cross, which will close it. And going to the next image, previous image, right? It's working crazy. And I like it a lot. You see, with just explaining what we wanted to ChatGPT, we have built a great website in a really short time, right? So that's really great. And you can keep doing this. I just wanted you to know if you face a situation like this, that all right, we have a gallery, and if we click on it, how it will be done. If we want to use JavaScript code, what we have to tell ChatGPT. I wanted you to see this and learn it as well. Okay, so the rest of the part on this page is very simple. It's similar as before. All you need to do is to just come here and continue what we have done. Also, remember one thing, on all of these lectures, after we are done with each lecture, I put all the source codes. For example, for this page, I'm going to put this code and this code inside the resources of this lesson. Okay, so if you want to have it, you can simply go to this lesson and download it. And by the end of this chapter, I will put the whole code for this website inside the resources, so you can download all of the pages and use it for yourself. Maybe change the text and change the images, right? So that was all for this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, you will learn only by practicing. So whatever we do, just keep practicing it, keep doing it yourself. And if you have any question, you can always reach me. So I will see you on the next lesson.